Yeah. Hey, I'm audible.
Yeah, hi, Ashish. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you remove your virtual background?
Okay. Let me remove virtual background.
No, it's
Is
fine.
that fine?
Please show me any ID.
ID. I need to go and take. Give me one few seconds. So, this is my driving license. It's ID. It's visible.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Ashish. So, can you give your short introduction?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Ashish Chaurasia. Actually, I have done my graduation 2022. I have 4 year experience and 1 year in internship. So my skills set, I'm expertise in then Spring, Java, AWS Kafka, monitoring tool, Grafana, and OpenSearch. I've been working since more than 5 years in this technology. So currently, I'm living in Pune. So this is my first company. I graduated 2022, and then I joined this automobile sector company. Engineer here.
All right. So, your major tech stack is Java, right?
Yeah, yeah. Java, React.
And React.
Yeah, yeah.
So, let's start. Yeah. What is the time complexity of hash map methods? Let and put
Time complexity of extract method.
hash map methods.
Extract method.
No, man, hash map. Hash
Hash
map, you
map.
have get and put method, no?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So time complexity of get methods over O1 because of the hashing. When we try to get the any element, it calculates the hash and directly go to that bucket and then pull it. So big of O1.
So, what is how it will be in worst case?
Worst case. Uh, so Worst case. So suppose I try to get a record, right, and any record in the hash map and the hash calculation, right, and then after the hash calculation not uh, 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 get right, that hash map code should be capable to go to the last, from first to last OFN, right? So if we have bucket n number of bucket, right? So if we don't find any record for that hash, we need to see iterate once, right? So this is I'm thinking, yeah. Worst case, big of O and
So, you have which versions of Java you have?
currently we are using Java 8.
You are comfortable with functional programming, Stream API, Lambda,
Yeah,
and
Steam
all.
8. I'm comfortable.
Okay, in how many ways I can initialize a final variable in Java?
So you mean how many ways to initialize final variable in Java? I'm audible.
Yes, you are, but there are some network glitches in between because from your side.
Uh, mm,
Am I audible to you properly?
yeah, you audible, but little bit. breaking.
It's because of your internet connection, I think. Earlier also I faced, but I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah,
Earlier I faced some yes.
yeah.
All right, where we are?
Sorry, why?
Did
I mean, your voice is not clear, audible to me.
yeah, now your voice is breaking in between.
Let me check my internet connection. So I changed my network. Now it's fine.
Because I have in a like
My,
broadband now. Hardline thing.
yeah,
My myself is
I'm using Airtel broadband, having 200 Mbps speed. I'm not sure why it's not. Uh,
all right. Share your screen. I will give you a small coding problem.
okay. Let me share again.
Share entire screen.
Yeah, yeah, trying to share.
I can't hear you. You're not audible. Yeah.
Now?
Now I'm able to hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay, okay. Sorry. Let me share my screen again. The entire screen. Yeah. So this is the entire screen.
Yeah. Now I am able to. All right. Go to chat. Go to chat.
Okay,
Hide it. Click on hide.
okay.
Given your problem, you can use any online compiler.
Yeah, yeah,
Build
sure.
it. Program it. So
Okay. We have two string return true. If string one subsequence of string two, otherwise return false. Okay.
so you can assume all strings are in lowercase. Okay.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
case insensitive.
Yeah.
There is no difference between small a and big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just assume.
Okay. So we need to write a function that return boolean right
Mhm.
true or false, right? So and if s1 is subsequent to s2, then we need uh send. I mean, we need to return true, right? This is the question. Yeah. So let me.
So are you able to understand the problem then?
Yeah, yeah. So let me open the online Java compiler. So suppose I have string s1, right? abc. So I string s2. So suppose we have two string s1 and s2, right? And then we need to uh, if s1 and s2 subsequence, right? So let me go to the chat.
Okay, I have given you a proper example with your
Okay,
name also. You
okay,
suppose S2 is Assis, then if I do Assis dot contains S1 as AIS, should be
okay.
true. Or even if I give like S1 as sys, it will be true. Okay. But if I give S1 as SIA,
Mm-hmm.
it will be false. Or
Okay.
if I give S1 SSI,
Mm-hmm.
it will be false. Got it?
Okay. As okay. Let me give. So we have two string, right? Then return true. If SIS. I, I need to think.
Sure,
So,
yeah. Take your time and try to write with your own logic. Okay.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So,
Can be solved in multiple ways. How much inefficient it might be doesn't matter. We can discuss the optimization. Try
okay,
to solve with your own genuine logic.
yeah. So, if S2, let me see again. So, if S2 has Ashish and S1 has AIS, so then return true. If S1 SIS. So this is basically for subsequence. The subsequence.
So like Java default method like contains method will check for only proper substring. Right? Like if ASCII dot contains if I do A,
Mm-hmm.
AS, ASH, ASHI, SH,
Mm-hmm.
SHI,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the possible sub for those only it will give a contains method true will return. Here ask is different. You have to write a special type of contents where the other characters can be ignored which are not in S1. But only
Yes.
the order has to be ensured of characters in S1 and S2.
So here we can uh, use. I mean, so let me go here. So, suppose S2 has a fish, right? And then we can. So let me do this one. So so let me iterate through this S2 and S1, right? So suppose I mention as a I mean, I need to iterate right on both string S1 and S2. So for that, I need to traverse, and then I need to
All right,
move.
go ahead and write.
Okay, okay. So suppose I need to. So for iteration, we need to mention to uh, two pointer. I mean, we need to use
All
this.
right, no need of parallel explanation. I can ask you. Just go ahead and.
Mhm. So I mean, I need to loop this thing on both. I mean, on both strings S1 and S2. So let me this string one and string S S2, right? So I need to iterate on S2 and S3, right? So for this, I need to iterate on S1, right? This is the S1 and this is the S2, right? And then let
When
me.
you can complete your coding, then we can discuss.
Okay, sure. Okay. So
No
here,
need to speak or something. Speak in your internal.
yeah. Okay. So S2 dot length. If so both, I mean, these are the lower character, right? With all characters are, I mean, all strings. This string are in lowercase, so we don't need to be add checks. So suppose S1 dot caret I, if this equal to S2 dot caret I, right? So caret J. So in this case, if this string is equal, then I need to uh, move the ith stuff. Suppose I here at A, so I need to move this one. Otherwise, I need to move the J1, right? So I mean, after the while, once we check everything, right? We need to return uh, this value if I is equal to, right? If length one is true, if it's true, then it's written. Otherwise, it return false. So I need to uh, write one method for this. So suppose this method is for uh, public static boolean. Suppose this is the boolean method because as we mentioned, we need to return booleans, right? So I need to pass string one and string one and string two. If I pass string two, so I need to check with the help of while.
Yeah, your logic is correct. So, what is the time complexity of this solution?
The time complexity is suppose I have 10 character here, right, and 10 character here. So we need to iterate from zero index to last index, right? So suppose I have n value, n character here and n character here. So it will be n plus n equal to big of O n, big of O n. Yeah. we need to iterate over the both string. Yeah, so it will be big of O n.
All right, try to solve this problem.
Just let me go to here. Given array, okay. All element are positive. Okay, each number tell you maximum number of steps. Okay, you can jump forward that position. If array this one I plus 1 I plus 3 from position I, you cannot jump forward from the position. Your task is to find the minimum number of jump. You need to move from first position the array last position. So we have array, all elements are positive. Let me close this one. All elements are positive. Okay, we have array I equal to 3. You can jump index I plus 1, I plus 2 and I plus 3 from position I. If array I is 0, you cannot be jumped. Okay, from that position. Okay, your task is find the minimum number of jump needs to be moved from first position in the array to the last position. Okay, so print 1 if can't reach at the end of the array. Okay, we need to print -1 if we can't reach at the end of the array. Okay, so here's the array 1 3 5 6 7 9 3. Okay, output 3. First jump from the first element and second jump from the second element with value 3. From here we jump fifth element with the value of 9. Okay, so I need to, this is the example. Let me copy the example. What will we set? So this is the example. Okay, so I think we have, let me pull this explanation as well. So if we have n1, so we need to find the steps.
Are you able to understand the problem?
Actually, I try to understand. So we need to find the minimum number of jump. We need to find the minimum number of jump to reach at the end, right? This is the question. We need to find the minimum number of jump to reach at the end. Is I'm correct? Is my understanding correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's explained with examples. If you have any doubt, I can explain you. I am just asking you understood or not. Understood, right?
Yeah. So
Alright.
yeah. So we need to find we need to find the number of jumps, minimum number of jumps to from the starting point to the end point, right? Here one, so we can jump only one step, right? It will go to 3. When we have 3 at the 3 index 1, we have option to jump 3 times, right? At the first, and then 8, then 9, correct? And then when we have index 2, at 5 we have 5 possible jumps, right? We can
Mhm.
5
You
times.
can either jump 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, yeah,
The number at any index tells you how many maximum number of jump.
jumps. Yeah.
You can jump less than that also.
Okay.
Suppose some number 7 is there, so maximum from there you can jump to 7. But it's
Mm-hmm.
up to you whether you want to jump 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you the maximum jumps you can make from any point, depending on the index on that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead the code. We can write the code.
Okay. Okay.
We know the solution.
So in the code, as we know, uh,
Oh,
if
let
you
go ahead, man. Don't
okay.
adding commentary.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Okay.
write it.
So let me initialize the array dot length. Let me find out the first length, and then we have n if we have n1 length 1, there is 0 jump, right? Because it's length 1, right? And if we have array of 0, right? Suppose at the first index we have 0 number, right? Not 1, 2, 3, right? Any 0 number. So we need to print -1, right? Because as this thing mentioned in the code. And after that, uh, I need to find the uh, jump, right? So let's suppose first on the initial size, initial time, we can uh, uh, mention jump 1, and let's assume zeroth index our maximum jump, right? Zero index is our maximum jump. So if we maximum uh, maximum jump or maximum reach, yeah, this one. So max reach. So this is the max reach at initial point 0, right? And then suppose right now I need to find this step, right? So I'm assuming the array of 0, the 0 index, like 1, right? It's a 0 index, it's a step, right? And then I need to iterate through the array. So int I equal to 1, I less than n, and then plus plus. And then after that, I need to be check if it's reach at the end or not, right? So let's check reach at the end, right? So suppose or if condition, if I equal to n, right, -1, as we know, n -1 is the last index of the array, right? We need to return jumps, right? And then we if we use this one, right, we need to update the farthest reachable point, I mean farthest reachable index. So reachable x, so let max, because initially I mentioned this array 0 for max reach. So now I need to use this for maximum. For maximum, I need to use this one, min dot max, or for the maximum, I need to define max array dot I. So for the maximum, we can find the maximum. Let's uh, uh, step. So After that, okay, we can find maximum step. So suppose here I use step array 0 for step 1, right? This is the one step. So I need to uh, uh, mention this. We already used this step, right? So let's use step, right? So here we use one step. So and after that, if we don't have any step, right? Because we mention as step minus minus. So suppose if we have step 0, right? If we don't have any steps, we need to mention the jump plus, right? So it's jump plus plus if we don't have any step, and then we need to uh, find the further move, right? So suppose we don't have any further move, uh, don't have any, any further move. Yeah, if we don't have any further move, we need to check if I is less than equal to max reach. Yeah, so we don't have any further move, so we need to return as a -1, right? And then I need to print this one, right? After this, if and then after this, if we don't have any further move, okay, and then if we don't have any further move, okay, and if we have further move, then I need to uh, store this thing max reach minus I. Okay, this is a max reach, so we can find the steps. Okay, with the help of this, then come from the return -1. So suppose we don't have any further move, so let me copy this whole stuff. If I copy this one and public static int uh, find max, this is the maximum one, right? This one, find the minimum jump, right? So this is minimum jump. So I need to pass array here and paste here, and suppose we have this input array, right? And then we need to uh, call this if int result. Let's pass our array int array. Okay, if I pass this array, okay, then I need to system dot out dot println result. Yeah. So can I dry run?
Sure.
Okay. So suppose this is the array, right? So let me put array here. So I find I mean, from this is a starting point. D1 is a starting point our, right? And then this index one, if this index one is number of the jump. So from 1 to 3, 1 to 3, right? So from 1 to 3, this is 3, right? So suppose if I start from 1 and then go to 3, so the further reached stuff. So for that, I mentioned this here, right? If we have one, suppose we have only one character, right? So there is no jump, right? So on the zero jump, I can reach to the end. If we have more than one element, we mention one initial, and this is a max reach. So here uh, I mentioned max reach as one. So I suppose this is a max reach or initial start, and then step is also one, right? Because as we know, these numbers are the steps. So if I iterate from one from here, right, to till n, so if this I, right, I value is equal to one, right, n minus one, like this one, right? So n minus one is, suppose we have five entry, right? So to the fourth one. So if I reach at the ninth, right, at the last one, I need to return the jump. How many jumps I have? Currently, I have one jump, but it's not true, right? Because every time I need to iterate from first index to the last index, and every time I just only return the jump when this condition is true, like I at the end, and then I need to find the maximum reach, right? So currently mentioned this is a max reach one, right? And this is the uh, index, right? I plus I arrow to I. So I is the one, right? Suppose uh, one plus arrow of I means right now is three, right? So arrow of I, it is
All right, it's fine, man. Run one input, the output is coming.
okay.
Run your program.
Okay. So okay, let me this. Okay, this. Let me mention this one. We'll leave it. Why it's not?
What happened?
Okay, okay. Let me. This is the array, right? Okay. The start small is three for this uh, uh, input, right? As we see in
All
the,
right, change your input, this input on, remain there only. In the second position, change value to 1.
this one, right?
Then again 1. Then equals 7. Then do comma 2 you do.
Right.
Okay, now run this. First,
It's five.
how much it should come?
So if we, so suppose I jump one, then one,
Third.
right, and so suppose,
Do the from starting. First place you are there. Then
yeah,
one jump come to 1.
yeah,
One jump. Okay, then you come at second place. Then one jump you come to third place. 2 jump are there.
two jump,
Then one jump you are at fourth place. Now
yeah,
3 jump. From here you can go
three,
one jump. 3 are there, right?
yes.
Then how it will move there? How the output will come 5?
Okay, so if we have array one, one, and two, nine,
All right, it's correct.
Yeah.
So, how many years of experience you have with React.js?
I have 4 years experience in React.js.
What is different between use state and use ref?
Use state is a hook, and use ref is a reference hook, right? Use state, we can store store the value, right? Any value. And let me explain this one. If we have state, right? So value set value. So if we use state, so we can mention here some default
Okay,
value.
or just tell me the difference, man.
So
Like,
useref is used for the current value reference hold the value current reference, and then use state used for the holding the
okay, what are the other hooks you have worked in React? Tell
uh,
me.
use effect, use memo, and use memo. I used a lot. Use state, and then use ref. These four uh, I use a lot.
Okay,
And use.
how do you optimize front end performance in React?
So for optimization, there are multiple steps. So first step, we need to use lazy loading, right, onto the component level. We use memoization for not re-rendering the same thing again and again. And for the third step, we can use the item. I mean, we have component, right? So suppose I have code. I have 10 component, and I use the code, right? The single function for those 10 component. So we need to segregate this stuff, right? And this is the third point. And then 4 point, we can use lazy use memo, and then uh, we can use ref as well for not re-rendering the same reference again and again. So I use these stuff for memory.
Okay, what are higher order components in React?
So higher order components is for it's a function, right? So suppose I have one login function, login component, right? And that login component should authenticate before the render, right? So in this case, we need to create higher order component which accept only the props, right? So that it behave uh, as expected.
Okay, what are controlled and uncontrolled components in React?
So control and uncontrolled components are so I need to think. Control and uncontrolled components. Uh, I didn't remember. So I heard the control and uncontrolled. Uh, I, so one for I'm. Uh, so can I give an example? Because I mean I'm not able to recall the exact definition, but yeah. Uh,
All right, yeah, you can give it.
Yeah. So suppose I have I have one method. I mean, I have one component which gives the names, right? Where we have an input, right? In that input, if we write anything, suppose Ashish in that input, right? And then so if we print the name, right, which user wrote in that inputs. So in this we use the use state, right? So use state where we control the component, right? So suppose I want to write any other name, right? So we can control that component by rendering the names, right? So for that we usually use state. And then for the uncomponent component, right, uncontrolled one, we suppose we have one uh, uh, button, right? So suppose we have one button. In that, if we click that button, we need to show the current value, the button's current value, without using use state, right? So control one, where we use state, and then based on the value we return. And then Uncontrolled, I mean, we usually use ref for uncontrolled one, because we don't have any control, right, to hold the reference. Every time when we render the component, it created the own reference. So for the control one, for uncontrolled one, we use ref. For control one, we use effect
All
use.
that it's very detailed. Okay, you have worked with also RDMNS also, right?
Yeah, yeah, RD, yes, yes.
SQL queries also. You have
Sorry, your voice not.
SQL you have worked.
Yeah, yeah, I work SQL.
Can you give me in database example of one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many relation?
One-to-one, many-to-many relation.
One-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many.
So, suppose I have one person, right, in that database that has passport, right? So, suppose this one person has one passport. So, person table.
Like that is one-to-one. Okay. What about one-to-many?
One-to-one is a uh,
One-to-many. One-to-one you have given one person, one path.
yeah. So one-to-many. Suppose one customer can place multiple order.
Many-to-many.
Many-to-many. Many-to-many. Uh, Suppose I have one student. I mean, I was a student, right? Many student has many courses, right? It can own many courses. So suppose, yeah, this is the example. So student and course. So it's a many to
So
many.
how do you implement this relation?
So many to many. Uh, I mean, for student one, we need to create a table for student, right? Where we need to set unique key, primary key, right? Student ID, and then student name. And after that, I need to create a course table, right? So student table and course table. Student has own unique ID, primary key, and name, and course has course ID and course name. So after that, I need to create another table which has student and course both entry, right? So that student course table should has student ID, right, and then course ID. So in this case, the primary keys is course ID from the course table and student ID from the student table. So I need to use foreign key for on a student table, and then the ref will be student table, which should be student ID, and same for the course. Foreign key for the course, I mean student course table should be course ID, and then reference should be course and course ID. So we can implement
Okay.
this thing.
Okay. How many types of different bean scopes are in Spring?
Different type of, sorry,
Bean scopes.
E-scopes, bean scope. Okay, for the bean scope, as I know, we have 5 bean scope. Uh, Let me recall that bean scope. So suppose a first bean scope is, as we know, singleton bean scope, right, where one object created, right, and then entire string container use singleton one. And second one is prototype bean scope. So that prototype bean scope is object creation every time, right? Suppose we want to object create every time. So it's a prototype
So can you
bean.
give me a real world example where as a developer you will make prototype scope?
So new object creation, I mean prototype one, when we create uh, real time example for bean scope, I need to recall in my project. So suppose we have user service, and we have payment service, and we have email service, right? User payment and email service. So same service, like the service logic across the application, like for user payment and email service. So we need to, I mean, we need to create object repeatedly, right? So we simply use @service annotation, right? And then @service notation we use on a user service, right? So it's singleton scope uh, where we create a table user service and then service. So here we I mean, for the same logic, suppose I want to fetch the detail for user service, right? So we I don't want to create again and again that class. I created and use service class and use that service class where don't need to be create the object. This is a singleton example. And then for prototype one, suppose suppose uh, we have one product which used for report generation or some game character stuff. So, so I mean, so suppose I have one report generation where I mention scope as a prototype. We need to mention right for the prototype at this you. I mean, help of at that scope, we need to the prototype. So here I I really need to be use uh, the prototype one.
All
Uh,
right, it's fine, Asif. Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks. Thanks a lot for your time.
yeah, okay.
I'm done for this.